believing is seeing. You heard that right. I did not say seeing is believing. I said believing is seeing. So what do I mean by that? That sounds crazy. No, because what you perceive, your thoughts, the way that you see reality is reality. So there's this idea of truth and universal truth. Universal truth is what is. It is the truth of what everything is. However, truth on a plane level is just how you perceive things to be for yourself. For example, if someone is colorblind and someone isn't colorblind, then the way that they see reality is different. So their truth is different than someone else's truth. However, the universal truth is the true color. That's why perception is so important and why we can't get so caught up on language and get so caught up on just these labels that we hear every day. But you actually have to get into like what you truly believe. What do you believe to be true? Because whatever you believe is. If I believe that I'm having the absolute worst day ever, I'm going to continue to see problems. I'm going to continue to see every little thing that is going wrong about my day. I hit another red light. Oh, my coffee order was wrong. Oh, one of my clients did this. Like, every little thing is going to start to seem like the worst day ever. But let's flip the script. Oh, I hit a red light. Well, hey, maybe I just need to slow down. Maybe I shouldn't have been late in the first place and it's okay, but now I can take this extra minute to just breathe. Finding those little things to be happy about. Finding those little things to actually be grateful for. Like, oh, I hit a red light? Well, okay, at least I have a car. Like, ever think of that? I'm so grateful that I'm in a vehicle that's getting me from point A to point B with AC. I mean, if you've ever had any kind of inconvenience, it makes you realize how grateful you are for not having that inconvenience in the first place. When you get sick and like breathing is hard and you're like, oh my gosh, like I remember when I could breathe. It's a matter of your vision, your perspective, the way you see the world, and that's what will be true. What is true for you? Why are you in the situation you're in? Why is your life the way it is? Like, really start to actually reflect and have that self-reflection. I'm like, am I happy with my life? What can I change? You know, there's that quote that says, whatever you're not changing, you're choosing. What are you choosing? And it's okay to like, you know, realize like, oh, this isn't exactly what I want long term, but it's just like what I'm doing right now. But really having that vision and really having the mindset of like, okay, I am the master of my life. Like, nobody's coming in to save me. No one's coming in to change things for me. What is the trajectory of my life based on the decisions that I am making? If I'm looking for opportunity, I will find opportunity. But if I'm looking for reasons to have excuses or reasons to give up, those are going to be there just as much. I mean, if you see these girls and guys that like are super dedicated with the gym and you ask them like, how do you stay motivated? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say, I'm not always motivated. I just go. Like, it's become a habit. It's become something that is a part of my life, something that I value. It's not just like, oh yeah, like I just do this, and that, and I stay motivated all the time. It's a matter of lifestyle. It's a matter of like, what kind of life do you want to live? Like, how do you want to be enriched every single day? And whether that's journaling, taking time to pray or meditate or move your body, what are you doing that's actually making your life better and making you actually open your eyes to like, okay, how much better can it get? If there's billionaires out there, millionaires, if there's people that are successful, if there's people living your dreams, then what is stopping you from doing it? What is stopping you from at least taking those steps to get there? If you have the dream, God put it there for a reason. Like, it's not just, you know, random. Your dreams are your dreams and they're there for you. And by you giving up on them or by you ignoring them, you're doing a disservice not only to yourself, but to God and to everyone else, because you have a gift, obviously. You might not see it yet. It might not be fully developed. It's like a seed, right? Like, if you go and plant a seed, it's not gonna be a tree the next day. You're gonna have to take care of it. It's gotta have to be in an environment to grow. Think about that. It has to be in an environment to grow. Think about your dream, but you're in a 9-to-5 that doesn't give you that freedom that you want for your dream. Well, okay, what are you doing from 5 to 10 p.m.? Whenever I ask you that, like, are you thinking of every reason why you can't do your dream? Or are you thinking of, oh, there's a possibility for here or here. Like, oh, well, maybe if I get up earlier, or maybe if I do this. And even if it's not even just like a dream per se, let's just talk about like a lifestyle or some kind of like health goal, whatever makes sense to better your life right now. Like, why are you looking at excuses and reasons not to do it rather than looking for opportunity? Looking at these things like they are challenges or speed bumps, they're not roadblocks. And even if it is a roadblock, like maybe it's not really, it's just like a detour. And I promise you, like, if God's telling you no, it's not always no. It could be not yet, but if it's truly a hard no, it is for your good. Like, absolutely 1,000,000%. God is on your side and wants the best for you. But if you are making decisions and doing things and wanting things that aren't truly for you, then it's not going to come to fruition. There's ways in life, of course, like you can take shortcuts. For example, if you are prioritizing money, there are millions of ways to make money. Like there are so many ways that you can go out and get that bag, right? Maybe it's not the most ethical, maybe it's not the most moral, maybe it's not even something that you truly agree with down deep in your heart, but it's like, okay, like I want the money, so I'm gonna do it. But then there's only so far you can go with that. Like there's only so much fulfillment you'll have taking away from like who you are to get something. Then is it really worth it? Where is the line? Like, where's the line between what you want and like sacrificing certain parts of yourself? Is it really what your heart truly wants, or is it just something that you've been conditioned to want? Again, going back to this whole idea of truth, like what is your truth? Like where's your heart? Where's your passions? Like what do you care about? Like it's not just about, oh, I want this job, or oh, I want this amount of money, or I want this car. Like, okay, material things are a good way to make your life feel better in certain ways. And there's no reason that that's not something that you deserve or something that you can achieve. However, like, what are the true desires of your heart? Where's the inner child? We're not born thinking, oh yeah, like, I just want to be rich. Like, no, we're thinking about being happy and using our imagination and playing and creating and, you know, being with friends, being with people we love. That's the inner child. So like if you're so far away from that, like maybe take a moment, think about like whenever you were a kid and someone said, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? What did you say? What did you want to do? What did you enjoy? And where was your heart? Why would I hold back? Why? Because someone's judging me? Okay. Why would that stop me? Why would that stop you? Like, if they're gonna judge you, if they're gonna look down on you for you doing something that you want to do, then they are not for you. Even if it's your family, if it's a significant other, your friends, like, I'm sorry, but like, that's not the kind of people I would want in my life. Like, honestly, like, if they tell you something, if they insult you, if they make fun of you, like, I mean, that happens to me all the time. Like whenever I'm around certain people and they comment on my outfit or on my hair or my makeup or my tattoos, like whatever it may be. And it's just like, okay. My mom would always say like, oh, let it roll off your back like a duck. And I would be like, but they're being mean to me. Like how, like they say I'm this and that. And I would believe it. I would take everything to heart. Like I would take everything so personally. And the people that would like say mean things to me in school, like I was such an easy target because I would take it so personally. Like I would go home and sit with that. And now, no, I know that whatever people say is just a projection of themselves, and that's where people are at, and that's totally fine, but they're the people that need this the most. If you have the time to comment on someone or bring them down, or if that's where you're at, then like there's a lot of work that you need to do within. You need to know who you are. You need to love yourself, because if you truly love yourself, you're not going to spend time putting people down. What good does that do? Like, what good is it doing being mean, putting another human down? We should be here to help building each other up. Going back to your truth, your reality, like if you're constantly focusing on problems, you're going to have more problems, or even that problem that you're feeding energy into, it's going to continue to grow. Whatever you're looking for, or whatever literally, I'll just leave it at that. Whatever you're looking for, you are going to find it. When you get up in the morning and you go to journal or do whatever your morning routine is, think to yourself, like, something wonderful is going to happen today, and truly believe it. And then throughout the day, you're just going to be looking for something wonderful. Like you're just going to be observing your surroundings. You're going to be present and you're going to be like, oh, was that the wonderful thing? And the first day I did this, guys, I had a photo shoot. It was a couple and we were doing a engagement shoot, and there were so many dolphins in the water, like jumping up. I've never seen them. I mean, I've seen dolphins a lot in my life, but like just literally jumping up, doing tricks like in their pod. It was one of the most beautiful things ever. Gorgeous sunset. And I just like almost started crying in that moment because I was like, wow, like I was really looking for something wonderful, and God really just said, like, here is something you absolutely love. Like literally as a kid, my bathroom was like decorated in dolphins. Like dolphins are so special to me, and like to actually see that after like trying this for the first time, I was like, wow, that's incredible. And the more you focus on the good, the more you focus on the opportunity, on what can I do next? Like, what can I try? What can make my life better? What can make other people's life better? Like, how can I make an impact on this world? Once you start like focusing on that, these little things are not going to phase you as much. Even if you know something is probably not likely, it's a low possibility, but it's going to make your mindset better. Think of that thing. Our brain is constantly trying to protect us. If you have a certain trauma or a certain experience that was not the best, if you get into something that's like even similar, your brain's gonna try to protect you. It's gonna try to like think, oh, this happened last time, like this is gonna happen this time, like abort mission, right? But like, not necessarily. Every person's different, every situation's different, and your brain's trauma response isn't always right. If you start to rewrite the story and write it into like the best possible case scenario, the whole idea of like being delusional for the best, like think, oh my gosh, everyone's in love with me, or oh, someone's gonna like do something really nice for me today. The more that you really truly believe these wonderful, amazing things, you're just gonna attract it like a magnet. And I can promise you this, like for me personally, like the days that I get dressed up, the days that I do my makeup, that I feel really good about myself, and it's not just exterior, don't get me wrong, like it is something that comes from within, but whenever I take the time to like really just like be with myself and really just put that energy back into myself, I feel confident, like I'm expressing myself in a way that really feels good to me. Anyway, so those days are the best days for me. Like I feel like I am on top of the world, as opposed to like going out with no makeup, sweatpants. Like there's a time and place for that, but the more that you invest in yourself, the better you're gonna feel. Like the days that I eat well, the days that I work out in the morning, the days that I wake up early are always a million times better. Finding that for yourself and like getting yourself in the right mindset. Like for me too, like I know if I wake up in the morning and I go straight into work, it's chaotic. It feels like I'm just like constantly trying to catch up, versus the days that I get up early, I take time for my routine. I actually like enjoy my morning before having to like jump into something else. Same thing with like Instagram and TikTok, like not waking up and immediately scrolling on your phone, as opposed to like waking up and journaling or meditating or just like having a few moments to yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Getting your mindset like in a certain mindset actually takes effort. It's not a matter of just, oh, I believe this, because if you say it like that and you act like that, you probably don't believe it. Feel it. Truly, truly feel it. It's not just a passing thought. It's actually like a belief that you can feel. It's not just like something that you can say a few times in the mirror and then it's like, oh, it's magic. No, you have to believe it. Some of these things aren't obvious, and you might feel a little crazy and you might feel delulu, but that's why you have to have faith in this kind of stuff. You have to have faith in God. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith in the universe that everything's going to work out for you. And the best thing is happening. Things are not happening to you. They're happening for you. Get your mind right, girl. You got this. I love you.